I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Enjoy doing that while we still can. Whatever that means. We're going to, I would entertain a motion to, for the agenda, but we have a couple corrections or deletions, shall I say. We're going to remove the discipline motions because we don't have discipline. We will remove 4L, the student enrollment, and we are also going to remove 6B, the wellness policy. I'm just checking to see if the numbers are right. 6B. Okay. Thank you. May I have a motion for that?
So move. Second.
Okay, so we have a motion, a second for the amended agenda. Are there any other additions or corrections?
When do you want me to?
What?
When do you want me to talk about?
Right after this.
Okay.
Okay. Like I said, roll call vote, please.
Mrs. Corley?
Yes.
Elder Park?
Yes.
Pastor Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Holland?
Yes.
Dr. Ashton?
Yes, motion passes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-0. Math impaired. Boy, send me home. We will quickly. Okay, motion passes and the agenda is approved. Speaking of the agenda, would you like to make a comment about?
So we received a number of phone calls about the agenda on the website and that it was not available. Someone said it didn't come back up until today, and they thought our meeting was invalid. By school code, the posting that is, the one that counts is the one on the door. By school code, that is the one that has to be up there by 48 hours. If the website, mailing it out to the media, that is a nice to have, and it's what we should do if the website is available. I've provided for everyone, and it clearly says if a notice or agenda is not continuously available for the full 48-hour period due to actions outside of control of the public body, it went down. You can see the business items were posted by 4/17. It was posted, it was up, went down, don't know what happened. But the law says that if actions outside of control of the public body, then the lack of availability does not invalidate any meeting or action taken at a meeting. So people thought we couldn't have the meeting today or that we couldn't take votes. That is not true. So I just want to address that before we get started. Thank you.
I will add that if we, that we did check on this, I had actually attorney in the chair and asked him. If it's not legal to do to have this meeting, we would not have the meeting because we easily.
And we have one item on the agenda today.
And I'd rather
So
not
I
have the
would've
meeting, but be that as it may, sorry for the inconveniences. That's what I say for that things got messed up. All right, that brings us to item. Is it 5?
Public comments.
Public comments.
Chris Easton?
You can leave it.
Good evening, Mr. Reese.
Good evening. Started my timer, so I'll be quick. I'm just going to read it quickly to you. Good evening, Dr. Geddes, Board of Education. I announced to Board President Ashton that I would be here tonight, and I assure you I do not come to speak publicly tonight with anything other than respect for each of you and the roles that you serve in helping District 118 students and families. With that said, I believe that you should have canceled tonight's meeting, and let me tell you why. I watch for 2 agendas up to 2 times per month of public bodies that I follow, Danville City Council and District 118. Danville City Council, because I live here in Danville and I care about what our government is doing to meet the serious issues of our community. Danville District 118 has serious issues as well. And I believe, scratch that, I know our students and families need help breaking through the barriers poverty has leaned into in our community. And the work of this Board of Education is important work. no agenda was posted to what I believe to be an inadequate board book website that we use. I checked on multiple devices over multiple days, and my hope is that this Board of Education will use this as a learning opportunity and will post the agenda similar to what the City Council does in PDF format with a timestamp that shows when it was uploaded to ensure we are transparent and following the Open Meetings Act and its intentions, even if a legalese can be spoken to say it's in the letter of the law. It is my opinion that tonight's Board of Education meeting did not follow the intent of our Open Meetings Act in Illinois, and this meeting should have been changed to a different date. Our community, as you know, expects to be able to read the Board of Education agenda, and the intent of the law is to have this happen 48 hours before you, as a public body, intend to take action. Respectfully, please change our current policy to fall in line with the intent and letter of the law in Illinois. Today, your Board of Education agenda posted around 7 a.m. this morning, 10 hours or so from the start of closed session. Second thing, I'm disappointed that early bird, that means an entire class, was removed from Danville High School this year. I have 3 classes that are being paid for by the taxpayers of this district that you approved using a company called EduSeer, which is a for-profit company. One of those classes, of the 3 classes that are being taken by students in my household, is adequate and will prepare my student for their future. 2 of those EduSeer classes being taken by my student that you paid for with federal money, I believe, to a for-profit company in Pennsylvania are absolutely awful and will only offer check boxes of completion to the students that I have in my household. And we can do better as a district, and this Board of Education can do better in finding maybe a not-for-profit company, someone who actually cares about students. Teacher shortage or not, farming out to a for-profit corporation the education of our children is not working. I thought you should know it's not working, and I hope that you'll inspect ways to find a better partner in the future if we have to cancel next year's first hour class. Third, I witnessed a serious injury at Danville High School Friday night. There are guardian angels who saved a woman's life Friday, September 8th, and I hope someone will recognize them publicly, maybe, if you can, at a later date. And I hope that the issue that caused cardiac and respiratory arrest is resolved before our next football game. I believe you can resolve it, and you know how to find out what happened and how to fix it. I hope that you will. It was preventable, and the falls happened to someone multiple times, and it needs fixed ASAP. Lastly, I know COVID-19 funds are drying up. I know tax dollars in our community are going to be responsible for what's coming. Federal and state cuts are coming, and I just wanted, since I'm already here, to say that when this Board of Education looks to cut, because you're going to have to cut probably next year, and it's going to hurt. I hear students, and I know you do too, high achieving students, low achieving students, average students, academically, they're saying, no offense to teachers, the only reason they're going to school, the only thing they look forward to is band, show choir, arts, and sports. So I hope that when you have to make those hard decisions, that you'll think about minimizing the cuts that are usually targeted towards the arts, and I can see them coming. So history is repeating itself. Academics matter. School attendance stays up, and I argue academics goes up when you invest intentionally in the arts. And that is all. Good evening.
Thank you.
Marita Kaiser.
Thank you, Board and Dr. G. My name's Marita Kaiser, and I'm a full-day pre-K teacher at Southwest. Last winter, I spoke to you about a way to help our District 118 staff that were facing challenging times. This initiative has come to be known as Colleagues in Kindness. Twice a month, district employees can contribute $2 to this cause, and in addition to helping a coworker, they have the privilege of wearing jeans on that day. I wanted to come and thank you again for your support of this initiative and to give you an update on the impact that we've had. Most of the buildings are participating, and I'd like to thank their administrators and staffs for their support and cooperation. Those in upper administration are participating, and I'd like to thank you guys for that. DEA also generously donated to the cause, and we thank you for that. As a district staff, we have collected over $5,000 and provided $3,500 to staff members who find themselves facing challenging situations. We've helped a staff member with a child who was in a serious accident, someone who tragically lost a family member, several individuals who are battling cancer, and the individual who was the impetus for this program and adopted 4 children. With your support and the generous donations of our staff and DEA, we are making a difference in the lives of our District 118 family. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more? Thank you. Thank you. Comments? 6A, policies. Yeah, library manual. You
Good
take
eve-
as long as you want since we have
No, I'm ready to go. Okay.
that.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
that was sarcasm.
Yeah, okay.
just-
Okay, good. Okay. Good evening, Board of Education and Dr. Geddes. I'm Mary Ellen Bunton, the Director of Curriculum. And last meeting, I asked you for, or told you this board meeting, we'd look at the approval for the library media policy. And I'd like to thank you for taking the time between now and then to read the document. And last time you asked questions, and I can entertain any questions that you have this time. If you don't have any more questions, I request your approval of the policy as presented.
Thank you. So your recommendation is that we adopt this recommendation
Yes, please.
for library media.
So
Yes.
moved.
I have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Elder Park,
Yes.
Mrs. Holland,
Yes.
Mrs. Corley,
Yes.
Dr. Miller,
Yes.
Dr. Ashton.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That brings us to item 6B, which is not happening this evening. And that brings us to informational items. Do we have any?
We don't, we're gonna save them for the next board meeting.
Okay, we'll save that. And any superintendent comments? No. Any board comments? Pastor Miller?
No.
No.
Any down there, Kim?
I just want to thank the staff that's been reaching out and emailing us. I appreciate you, and thank you for letting us know what's going on in the buildings. I think it's important. Thank you.
None.
Okay, well, thank you. On that note, I won't say anything either, and that'll let us adjourn this meeting briefly. So the meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very, very much. Thank you all for coming.